This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Been so long I forgot how to turn it up, 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 up all night. You, where the hell did you come from? You're a different, different kind of fun. And I'm still looking for love. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it.
Hey guys, for today's tutorial I was really inspired by the antique Wedgewood, which is a famous brand for plates and dishes and cups and stuff, and so I wanted to recreate that as makeup. So before I start, I'm going to use the Queen of Hungary mist to prime my face, and then I'm going to start with brows. For my brows, I'm actually using a NYX brow instead of Anastasia. I actually prefer this one more because it's a hard pencil. And when I say hard, I mean like it's literally hard, and I can literally draw more short strokes and hair-like lines instead of, I don't like ones that are creamy because they like to smudge on my brows and they look a little bit more unnatural. So these I can just draw individual hairs, and once I've done that, and I can just comb it through to blend my natural brows with the drawn in brows. We're using good old Scotch tape again today. Every time you want something precision in your makeup, a Scotch tape is always here to rescue. So when I take my Scotch tape, I like to line it with my brows instead of lining with my lower lash line. And in the result, everything looks more balanced when the arch of the brow and the tape is the same. To cover up my brows a little bit more, because I have guy brows, which means I have baby hairs under there, and also a little bit of bane is showing as well. So I want this whole entire makeup to look clean, so I'm going to use a skin colored primer from NYX. And I'm going to set the eye primer with a little bit of translucent powder. For my first shade, we're not going to do nothing crazy on the top lid because we're going to do lots on the lower lash line. So I'm just going to take a taupey shadow with a dome brush, and I'm just going to put that in the crease and going to smudge it out and just really buff the color out just so it looks all seamless and very soft. And I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is the technique that I started doing from last video, but I just like this because it's really precise and the end result becomes very clean when I do it this way. And it may be because the shape of my eye, because my eyes are very small and I don't really have a crease, and so I have to physically make a new crease with eyeshadows, which is not very easy. So I like to take my pencil and draw out and lay out where my crease is, and then I like to go back with a fluffier brush and to really blend that line out, just so, because we don't want any harsh lines in makeup. So here I'm just taking a really fluffy brush and just blending out that harsh line that I had, and this is the result that I have. Now we're going to do a little bit of cut crease. And I love using Jeffree Star Velour like lipsticks on my eyes because they are very fast drying and they don't transfer and they don't really crease as much either, surprisingly. And then of course he made these eye safe as well, so they don't irritate my eyes at all, which all those things may be simple, but it's actually really hard to find, and this is, I just believe, a gold star product for the eyes. And again, the opaqueness is very nice as well, as you guys can see. It's very white, and the color payoff is awesome. So I put that on in my lids and made a cut crease. Now I'm going to take this Wet n Wild glitter glue. It's basically a glitter, but to me it's more like glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Coastal Scents Loose glitter. I'm just going to make a cocktail between those two on my flat brush. I'm just going to press it together on my eyelids, and then it creates this beautiful snowflake, like very crystal-y eyes, and I think it's very, very beautiful and flattering. I'm going to take another glitter from Wet n Wild. This is a gold one, and I also mixed it with my Coastal Scents Loose gold glitter. So it's basically the same thing as my lid. It's just gold instead of white. And I'm just going to use that as my liner. This look was inspired by a mug cup by Wedgewood, and I just found it on Google, and I just thought it was very beautiful, and it had a gold frame on the cup, and I thought I just wanted to recreate that on my look. Now it's the time where we all love. We just reveal that sharp, clean line. Just take that tape off. We love that part. I love it, at least. For my under eyes, I don't want anything heavy, especially foundation. So I'm going to use this brightening pen. And I don't really have anything much to cover under my eyes as well. So this is going to be enough. So this is the Touche Eclat, the brightening pen from YSL. And I'm just going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to smudge that out. and this is just going to get rid of the redness, and you know, it brightens up a little bit since it's a brightening pen. For my other face, instead of going all full coverage, I'm just going to put foundation only on places where it's a little bit red or I have blemishes or scars. And once I have laid out where I only need it, I'm going to take my JD Weighty Luxie brush, which I am in love with. It is actually back in stock now, thank God. Actually, the Nose Perfector brush is not back in stock, but this one is. So I really definitely recommend you guys to get this. The flat side is recommended for cream, so that Ultra HD stick was perfect. This is the powder that I am very obsessed with lately. This is the Hello Flawless powder. I love this because it makes my pores look very invisible and also makes my skin very soft. And again, at the same time, you guys know if you're on my channel for a long time that I really do take the word natural very seriously, and this just makes my skin really natural. So this is the very fun part. We get to do whatever we want to, basically. We get to draw flowers and draw dots and put some crystals on. So I just basically took a bunch of Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks, and yes, I do own a lot. But of course, you don't have to have that one. You can just use Halloween makeup. I also have the Flash palette from Makeup Forever, which is more expensive than Jeffree Star's. But you know, just find anything you have that's safe for the face. Don't use acrylic paints because that's not safe for your skin. So just use any colors that are safe for your skin and just start drawing. And I'm here. There's really not much I can explain, so I'm just going to show you guys what I did. I'm starting by drawing a pink rose. What I like to do is I like to start with dark color in the center because it is darkest in the center. And I like to go darker, and then once I have the bigger layout, I can start adding white and a little bit of darker pink to add a little bit more dimension to the flowers. And I'm just going to show you from here what I did on my lower lash line, and I will come back once I am done with all the drawings. Alrighty, so let's work on the lashes. I'm going to use this Carbon Black Voluminous Mascara from Loreal. And I actually bent it because it makes it much easier to apply, especially when you have small eyes like mine. Makeup by Mario, aka Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, loves and swears by this mascara. And I do kind of see why he loves this and hypes it so much, because my lashes become so black with this. It almost looks like I tight lined or put an eyeliner on my lower lash line. For my false lashes, I'm just going to use House of Lashes Iconic because I can just trust it. It makes my eyes super glamorous no matter what. And so I'm just going to pop those on. This is my trusty old inner corner highlight. This is my illuminating strip from Ofra. It is so opaque and so beautiful, beautifully white, and so I'm just going to put that in my inner corner. It reminds me of Nylon from MAC as well, kind of. And my lower lash line I'm going to use, or actually on my waterline, I'm going to use a ColourPop eyeliner. And I love that it sticks and it's very opaque and it doesn't slide off my waterline. For my bronzer slash contour, I'm going to use a Hoola bronzer from Benefit with my Japanese brush, which is very fluffy, and I love using this. I wish I had like 5 more of these because it's awesome for face and it's awesome for highlight, blush, bronzer, like I'm using it here. It really just busts the powders in really nicely and just looks very airbrushed. And I'm going to dust a little bit of translucent powder just so I'm not very shiny. So I'm going to use my JD Brady brush again with my fan brush, which is very, very soft. And I mean, really, if I were to work on a client with this brush, they're going to feel like they're in a spa because that's how soft it is. And it's also amazing for blush application. Again, it's just so soft and you just want to use it for everything, basically. For my highlight, I'm going to go back into the shimmer strip I used on my inner corner of my eye. I'm just going to put that on my cheekbones, and this just really is so highlighty that it does create the illusion that your cheekbones are very, very high. And I'm going to put that on my nose and a little bit on my cupid's bow. And for my lips, I want something very cute and pink because I know my eyes are kind of cutie, so I'm going to first line my lips with the Kylie Jenner's Lip Kit, and this is in the shade Cocoa K. I love this formula. It's very creamy and it's not very uncomfortable. It's very lightweight and it's very kind of watery when you first apply it, but it dries very quickly. And it's non-drying and not irritating, so this is one of my favorite formulas for liquid lipsticks. And once you're done with that, you're basically done with this look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in uptown. No postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, grey goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair.